First song I was gonna send you was Otis Redding.
Really? Otis Redding, huh? All right, I dig the Otis.
Sitting on the dock of a bay, but then I heard the other one. Man, who does sing that? I know it's on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, Dock of the Bay? I have no idea, actually. Why can't I think of that?
No, that's Otis Redding. This song you played.
Oh, that one right there. Funny you ask, Mike.
Yeah.
That was the Four Tops, Baby, I Need Your Lovin'.
Four Tops. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. It was, do you know why I played that today?
No.
It was written by a legendary songwriting trio. One of the main writers in that group, his name was Lamont Dozier, and he died today at age 81.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Another one, huh?
Yo, what?
Another one.
Yeah, wait, was that DJ Khaled? Another one.
Another one. Dude, it is every day. I understand these people are in their 70s, 80s, but man, when are we allowed to start saying, like, 2022 is the year everybody died? Nobody died in 2020.
No, not at all, man.
Everybody's dying right now.
Dude, it's
That's
pretty
crazy.
Lamont Dozier, you ever heard of him before? You've heard of his music. He was behind, so he was in a writing team. They were called Holland, Dozier and Holland, or Dozier. I don't want to be racist here, Mike. But they were a writing trio for Motown, man. They wrote "You Can't Hurry Love," "Heat Wave," like all the classics of that era,
shit.
dude. "Baby, I Need Your Lovin'," "Reach Out," "Come on, honey, reach out for me," do you remember that one, man? Reach out.
No.
He wrote Jimmy Mack and How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, dude, these guys wrote all the classic hits, the jams, dude. Never heard of them before today, though. I'm not gonna lie, Mike. I wasn't a massive I wasn't a massive Lamont Dozier fan, but
yeah, I don't remember seeing his poster on your wall, but
well, yeah, you're right.
No, that's amazing though. Those are some great tunes.
Yeah, man. He's definitely a legend, and I went digging through, and I was like, man, I can't believe this guy died. And I was looking up some clips, and I got this little action
Motown
here.
songwriter and producer Lamont Dozier has passed away at the age of 81.
Yeah, from Motown to Hollywood, Dozier went on to record music for some of the biggest stars like the Supremes and the Four Tops. Fox News' Brandon Hudson with more on the amazing life of this Detroit native and the community's reaction to his passing.
And I was like, wow, man, this is crazy. Like, I feel like, weren't we just talking about some famous guy from, like, the same kind of era that died? It was super influential.
Breaking news, the voice of Dodger baseball has been silenced tonight.
Oh, no, sorry, I screwed that up. I totally mixed up who I was thinking of with Vin Scully.
Sportscaster Vin Scully has died at the age of 94.
A look back at the life of a local legend whose career spanned more than 6 decades, how he became an American icon and a household name.
And fans are gathering at Dodger Stadium tonight, remembering the man beloved for his devotion to the boys in blue. Team coverage on the passing of the greatest to ever do it, now on the news at 10.
I'm like 91, right? The other guy,
94, that's pretty old.
94, old, right? Lamont, he was 81. Okay, I got it.
They died.
They're in age.
They're
all
old.
right. Sure. And who was the other sports legend I was thinking of, though, that literally died past week? Past week.
Basketball legend and former Sonics coach Bill Russell died over the weekend. He won 11 NBA championships, the most of any player, and he coached the Sonics to their first postseason appearance. He settled in Mercer Island after his playing career, and you would see him at the occasional sporting event around here. The Storm honored him on Twitter, calling him a legend of the game. Russell was known as more than a basketball player. He was a civil rights activist who marched with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., supported Muhammad Ali, and received the Presidential Medal of Freedom. His family did not release a cause of death. He was 88 years old.
Oh, all right. Well, 88, no cause of death seems to be common. Unknown death. Okay, all right. That's fine. But dude, I feel like,
Details
man,
not available.
am I missing something? Someone else super famous, super influential died. It was even, when was it?
The man known
yeah.
as the voice of American history has died. David McCullough was a Pulitzer Prize-winning writer who covered subjects ranging from the Brooklyn Bridge to Presidents John Adams and Harry Truman. He also narrated Ken Burns' Civil War documentary and the movie Seabiscuit. David McCullough was 89 years old.
They're old. They're
old,
old
dude.
die.
So did you notice a trend there? Because we've been obsessed with this. The reason I put this little thing together is because we've been really hammering, man, this vaccine rolled out. A lot of people dying. They're kind of old, right? I would say this first kind of stretch right here, kind of old, right? A lot of old folks. And then what happened, what was it, today? Yesterday? What happened?
You're following some breaking news now. Olivia Newton-John, the beloved actress and singer, has died at the age of 73.
Cancer,
her husband posted the news on her official Facebook page a little while ago, saying that she passed away peacefully at her home in Southern California. Olivia Newton-John is best known, of course, for starring as Sandy in Grease alongside John Travolta. She publicly battled breast cancer for decades. NBC News correspondent Katie Beck has a look at her life and career.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, breast cancer, though, I don't know. Yeah,
Dude,
you're
Louis
right.
Anderson also battling cancer. I totally get it, but if
That's
we're
right.
really to believe...
But then you throw in the Bob Saget's, you throw in the 38-year-old
the DMX
football player, the DMX,
Marion Barber.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, and what gets me about this, and one of the things that Peter McCullough and people like Robert Malone have been stressing for almost over a year now, is that you're going to see a trickle effect. It's not going to affect people where they just drop dead in the streets, which, by the way, they are. People are dropping dead. But what you're really going to witness is, the elderly and people who had cancer, the cancer comes back. The people who...
That makes sense, yeah.
You're just seeing basically a degradation of the immune system. And so I just found it... So that was within the last 9 days.
All of them?
All of them.
And there's been more. There's more to that list. We just can't remember because they get pushed under the rug so fast.
I went on Google and I typed in celebrity deaths August, and it was an unbelievably long page. It's August 9th, folks. Just keep that in mind. I threw in Russell.
I told you the Emmys is just going to be an homage to the dead, and then a thing with Pete Davidson.
Literally, too. You gotta throw Pete Davidson in there.
He got the facts, but he's got so many drugs in his system, it won't kill him.
It actually improved.
The heroin will keep him alive.
I was gonna say, it made his immune system stronger somehow.
Yeah, well, no, the way it works is he got the myocarditis, but then the heroin just cleared it right through his heart. And he was fine. He was fine. Blood clots are gone. He might have had a stroke. That's why he looks so retarded, and we just don't know. Everybody's just celebrating his energy.
You're right, his energy. I think it's actually he had the Justin Bieber facial paralysis, but nobody can tell because his face just naturally looks half retarded all the time, right?
That's the Pfizer energy right there.
That's the Pfizer.
You got big Pfizer energy.
Big Pfizer energy, bro.
Yeah. That's exactly what that face is. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens if it starts trickling down to the
point with
crowd.
Olivia is younger. She's in her 70s, and so what I found interesting.
Kind of old. I mean, you're not in the.
Here's
70,
my thing.
You're not getting better.
Mike, you know, I gotta say, for a stretch there, it was the 80s and 90s, right? We had Betty White.
60s too.
There was the comedians. The comedians were the 60s, and we've already theorized.
And the rock stars.
And rock stars, yes.
The drummer.
Absolutely.
The fucking, you get a lot of them.
It's because they needed to get back on the road, so they complied with the vaccine mandates immediately. I think these other people kind of took their time.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. Something's going on. We don't normally drop like flies like this. Have you seen the increase in car accidents going on and like fiery car accidents? Anne Heche almost died in a fire in an accident where she crashed her car into a house and it burst into flames and the house burnt to the ground, dude.
She was drunk.
Yeah, she was definitely drunk. She was hanging out at
that's big Anheuser-Busch energy.
I was gonna say she was probably hanging out at Tiger Woods' house for a little while, and
No, dude, you didn't see that. You didn't see that she was a podcast dropped like 2 hours before the accident, and she was on there getting wasted.
Folks, I like to always say, don't drink and podcast. It's gonna get you into a world of trouble. It's terrible news.
That's why when we podcast, if I'm going anywhere, I'm walking, man. I don't want that evidence.
That's right. Same with me. Yeah, I'm not allowed to leave my house. Strict rules here.
And we know Chris Wilson's outside one of our house watching us, so.
Oh, we know. Got one of those little drones watching me. All right.
The CIA is onto us. Dude, Lex Friedman did a podcast with a CIA guy. It was incredible.
And are they watching the Dude Man or what?
No, I mean, you want to feel stupid, go listen to those guys. But yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, like the intelligence apparatus.
It's just so funny the way he talks, because he's like, the way he talks, like the way it's set up. We don't have jurisdiction within the U.S. to collect any information on people in the U.S. You're like, dude, fuck off.
Yeah, we remember Snowden.
But if you're in a room in the middle of nowhere, Pakistan, yeah, we could just turn on a random cell phone and listen to everything that's going on in the room and know where everybody's positioned. Oh yeah, no, but you in Boston? No, you're fine. We can't do it. No jurisdiction. I won't even let it. Computer won't even turn on.
That's right, folks. It's against the law. We can't break the law.
We don't do that here.
No. Wow. So he's claiming the CIA doesn't do any intelligence within the boundaries of the United States. That's total bull. Obama literally signed a bill during his presidency okaying propaganda within the United States from the government. That's pure CIA.
Yeah,
NSA.
dude, but I mean, this guy, dude, he's not gonna. He's on the podcast to say what the government wants him to say. You know.
Oh yeah, well that's why I'm always skeptical about Lex Friedman and even Joe Rogan. I mean, they get really high, powerful people to go on their podcast. I feel like you got to be in with the crowd when you're doing that.
Yeah.
Maybe some sellouts.
Dude, if you want to die laughing, go check out the latest episode of Bad Friends.
Oh yeah,
because there's this guy on there, Doc. He's the funniest He's one of the funniest guys ever. And they bring up Lex Friedman, and he goes on this whole rant about how Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino are just as smart, if not smarter, than Lex Friedman.
Wow.
And he goes as far as to say Stephen Hawking.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Great episode. Yeah, it's funny.
I could see what's that guy? Neil deGrasse Tyson being a total phony and not actually smart at all.
I was thinking, dude, that one, bro, him and
Bill Nye and Michio
Kaku, yeah, dude, they repeat the same things.
I think they're total actors.
Yeah, and you could catch them when Neil deGrasse, when they go on Joe Rogan. There's always a point where he'll ask him a question, and they kind of just give an answer to a different question. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny, we kind of breezed on the fact that Joe Rogan was obsessed with that guy who saw the tic-tac in the sky.
Tic-tac, yeah.
And you notice how Lex Friedman and Joe Rogan, they kind of are incestuous with their guests. It's one guest will be on Joe Rogan, and then he'll do Lex Friedman or vice versa. Yeah. And so
they're all friends.
Yeah, and Joe Rogan, he's really striking me as some sort of kind of insider, you know what I mean? He's a Hollywood guy. And he gets all these high class elites on there. He gets CIA people on there. He must know that the CIA goes on there to get all the Joe Bros around the world to think the CIA is all right. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think the motivation is for the CIA to go on there, and what do you think the motivation is for Joe Rogan to have them on there?
Well, I believe Joe Rogan is controlled opposition, and
like they force him to. Yeah,
he's purposefully contrarian to the narrative, yet still embraces the narrative.
Do you think that is the $100 million contract?
Absolutely, yes, 100%.
Yeah,
definitely.
You signed this paper, you're in the club.
Right, and what business honestly, what is Bernie Sanders doing on there, and what is Elon Musk actually doing going on Joe Rogan? Right. Well, you're basically validating Elon Musk to this crowd of people, right?
Well, you're validating each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pretty bizarre. So there's some mutual beneficiary happening between the two of them, and so I feel like, honestly. If the CIA...
That's why when they asked to come on the Dude Man, we just said no.
We said, go fuck yourselves. Keep spying on me, asshole.
You could watch from afar.
How does my asshole look?
You could read my words from the Dorito bags in the window. All right? Fucking goddamn asshole. Check out those micro movements.
Dude, they must have, nanobot things that can record us with and looks like a dust mite, we must have that technology.
No, dude, it doesn't matter what you do. From the set, I'm pretty sure, I don't know about satellite, but I could almost guarantee from drone they could just watch the glass movement in your window.
Wow.
And from the way the glass is moving, from the little very tiny movements, they could decipher what the noise is going on and what you're saying.
They can tell physical movements through sound vibrations and window pane glass?
Yes. Obviously.
Folks, it's over. They know everything about you.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they could do glass. I know for sure they could do, if they could... Because don't you remember 20 years ago they were talking about how if they could see into the room, they could do it from, a Doritos bag. And now I'm sure it's it's got to be so far beyond.
You think they could tell what you're saying and doing in the room based on the vibrations on the Dorito bag?
So right now, that's not even CIA level. Right now, that is mechanical engineering student level.
Oh, it's amazing!
Like master level, probably. But
I love that shit. That's amazing stuff, man.
Yeah.
I'm all in on that. Come on, that's cool. That's like James Bond level super spy shit.
Yeah, that used to be incredible. I remember when that shit first that was 20 years ago. It first started coming out, and when that started coming out, they were already, you could tell by your window from a satellite. You know what I mean? They were so far beyond. They were at the point where they're all right, we don't even need this anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't even know what they have, but I don't even think you need to do that anymore because now I'm pretty sure there's just electronics in every room, building.
Yeah.
No,
you're right. Yeah, you could probably just do what they did in The Dark Knight I think it was The Dark Knight with the Joker, and they used everybody's cell phones to geo-sequence and, basically show a virtual version of the building the Joker was in and all that stuff, and Batman was able to pull all sorts of trickery based on that kind of sonar, I think. And there was that famous scene in there where he's telling Morgan Freeman,
they pretty much
this is illegal or whatever. Yeah. So that was Hollywood, and I always believe Hollywood tells us what they can do before, or after they can do it years later. Like Independence Day, that was
about 30 years behind.
Yeah. Independence Day, I believe, was the government telling us we have a ship, we found it, and we can fly it into space. And we've been doing it for decades. I think that
we already have.
And and Will Smith was the test pilot, believe it or not.
I don't know, man.
So
I don't know about that radar thing. That was a little weird, but
it was a little
I'm
weird.
sure they could do it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I imagine they can do all sorts
I'm
of.
sure they're so far beyond. Yeah.
Well, you know,
'Cause you got to think, dude. All that. Like, imagine when you start dealing in like infrared and everything. Where
I mean, the CIA was doing telepathy and like, you know,
oh, that's bullshit. Get the
sending your mind over to Mars and.
That
Dude,
should never work.
There's documentation out there that
It
says
never
that these
works.
people were able to very accurately describe locations that were totally impossible.
Dude, it
to be
also
able to
happened to
describe.
coincide with the same time they discovered LSD. So,
Oh well, then maybe you're saying maybe that's our little Stargate passageway to the other, universe, dimension.
LSD.
Maybe, or we don't need LSD, Mike. We got CERN, dude. We got CERN. Every day is like we're tripping, bro. Through different dimension, yeah. Come on, man. Right? What were we just talking about with cousin Frank the other day? It was the Mandela Effect that he experienced personally with the Jungle Book.
Yeah, the guy wearing the bra, the monkey.
Baloo originally wears the coconut bra, but now he takes the coconuts and makes a mouth out of it. And you can go down this rabbit hole. A lot of people claim it was always the bra, and now it's the beak or whatever. Bra makes more sense, and it's weird that it doesn't exist anymore. I like the idea that maybe it got woke washed, right? And they just took away the fact that he's pretending to be a lady, because that's a big faux pas these days.
Because you can't do it as a joke, right? Is that what it is?
Right. Yeah, you can only seriously put on a coconut bra and dance like a chick. You can't. You can't do it as a joke.
You put on a
anymore.
coconut bra because if you put on a coconut bra because you believe you're a woman, then the people on the right are very upset, and the people on the left approve of you and celebrate you. But if you put on a coconut bra as a joke because it makes your buddies laugh, the right loves you and the left wants you kicked off of everything.
You're canceled and sent to the cornfield. Out to the cornfield.
Yeah, you're done. You're done. You're done. AOC is just going to come throw rocks at you every day.
Oh my God. Queen Woke of Woke Mount Rushmore, right, Mike?
Yeah.
George Washington.
No, but isn't that crazy? So the right is okay with the coconut bra on the monkey who's joking around about it.
'Cause it's
and
funny.
The left is upset.
Right.
That's insane.
Yeah.
We're in a crazy world.
Dude, we are in a crazy... Yeah. Yeah, we really are, honestly. But,
what's more dangerous to kids? What's more dangerous to kids? Right? Them seeing this monkey dance around in a coconut bra, or this fucking drag queen story hour.
I mean, honestly, Mike, what's more accepting, right? Like, joking around wearing the coconut bra? Which I think used to be more accepting. But now, you're right, drag queen? Is that the more acceptable solution for kids? I don't get it.
You guys are literally telling me right now, my kid will be better off going to a drag show than seeing this funny monkey dance around in a bra made of coconuts.
That's right.
No, I mean, are you guys? You guys really don't see why you're losing the population?
Oh, wait, are we now on the side of you believe this was basically woke washed from history?
It has to be. Yeah,
I think so too. Only because I did find, I Googled not Googled, sorry, I used Brave or whatever it is. I found an image of him wearing the coconut bra.
No, it was definitely in the movie.
It existed. But they have
there,
scrubbed it from Google. They've scrubbed it from YouTube.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
So either you woke washed it or CERN threw us into another parallel. Is it Berenstein again?
I hope so, because we just turned CERN back on. Actually, it's Berenstung. I don't know if you've seen it now. Yeah. Bernstung.
They're just trying to get, dude. We are in sliders. They're just trying to get us back
to
our original world.
Yes, dude. Dude, we literally are in sliders.
Like, no, this is it. This is our new one. Yeah.
This is the one. This one's okay. It's all right.
Did you see Jungle Book?
Well, the bra's on the face now. I think we can roll with this one.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of crazy.
No, the woke wash makes more sense. And by the way, I think I just came up with woke wash within this podcast today.
That's a beautiful term. Oh, I thought you heard it somewhere.
No, it just popped.
Beautiful
well,
term.
At first I thought in my head, like, what's the woke version of whitewash? Oh, woke wash. All right, there we go.
Woke wash.
Seems to work. And that.
Plus, I like it because it's a little less white supremacist, you know. So it's great.
You're right, Mike. I like to lean more black supremacy these days. I don't know.
Yes. Well, anything but white is acceptable. You can put pride after every race except white.
Wow.
Everything else is acceptable.
Wow.
You tattoo it on your face. Nobody will say anything.
That's funny. But if you tattoo the word white...
What's really funny, too, is you can do Italian, you can do Irish, you can fucking put Polska all over your forehead. Nobody will say anything. You just can't say white.
It's pretty wild, isn't it? It's very interesting.
But the Jamaican, the Brazilian, and the African can all stand next to each other with black pride written on their chest.
Wow.
You know? It's like, it's kind of weird.
Well, we're creeping into what they did in South Africa, where they essentially have reverse racism there, and it's horrible there for everybody.
Well, for the whites.
That's right.
It's great for the uppity blacks over there. They're fucking killing it, man.
That's right.
They got these white slaves doing everything for cutting their grass.
Wow, that's what they want here, Mike. That's what they want here, right? They want to have their mansions. They want their followers to tear up the streets, loot, burn the police stations, defund the police, and then they'll buy their mansions. You buy the t-shirts, they buy the mansions. See how it works? Pretty simple.
Smart move.
Smart move, Mike. I just wish I jumped on it before they had, honestly.
And, you would have never... Movements only are good for the people at the top.
This is true.
People on the bottom just get shit on or killed. And
you know, I've realized I really like the slogans, though, especially the left is really into the... Actually, I like both. I have two examples. Recently, I was cruising, and I found a nice open couple lanes, and I'm rocking them, and I'm debating on which ones to go behind. And I'm creeping up on the guy in front of me, and he's got a giant Black Lives Matters poster on his windshield. Or in his back windshield, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I'm just like, I gotta burn this sucker. I got around him, and I knew I didn't want to be behind this guy, and he was gonna be trouble. And probably a day or so ago as well, I was near my neighborhood, and I came up onto a light that goes from 2 lanes to 3. So everybody has this option to spread out a little bit, right? And I didn't have a particularly open lane, but I had 3 lanes to choose from. Each one had a car in it. And, it was a Subaru and, a regular car, and then this truck, a pickup truck. And I'm cruising up on them, and I'm scanning. I'm like, who's going to be the one that's going to, hit that gas right when it turns green? And I look, and I squint, and I see on the truck's bumper sticker, FJB. So I go bingo, and I get right behind FJB, and me and that man just cruise right past everyone and get through all the lights, dude. It was fantastic, man.
You know why? FGB means this man has a job. He has somewhere to go.
He's got money to make or a family to go home to.
BLM, where's he going? He's just waiting for checks at home. He's got nothing else to do. He's gonna
checks at home, man.
He doesn't know what to do until the government tells him to do it. He's not going to drive fast.
So funny, Mike.
Yeah,
I love how you phrase that too. I've been complaining lately, like, look, I get it. You're driving slow to work because you don't want to go to work. Fine, I get it. But you also are driving slow going home. You don't want to go home.
Yeah. Nah. It's the people that have jobs, man. I'm telling you.
It is.
Jobs versus no jobs.
Dude, you're 100% right. They want to collect that check.
Because even in rush hour going home, that's slowed down by the people that are just fucking cruising. It's not slowed down by the guy that's actually been sitting in fucking work all day. I just want to go home. You know what I mean? Like, if you've been at work for 8 hours, you're trying to go home.
Literally, man. Literally. And I love your collect the check thing. Everyone's collecting their unemployment checks, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to say, I thought the free money game was over, considering we have record inflation, like 50-year record inflation going on. And I come home today, and in the mail...
Frank.
Oh, yeah.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I had a letter from Jarod Polis, my buddy, my pal, the guy I love so much, who shut down our fucking state for a year and a half, asshole. So, Jarod Polis, he sent everybody in Colorado a check.
What?
Yes, sir.
For what?
Mike, this refund, and I'm quoting to my fellow Coloradan, this refund is being paid to you because you are a Colorado resident taxpayer. Colorado law limits how much the state can spend each year, and thanks to Colorado's strong economic growth and our successful work to close special interest tax loopholes, we are able to put even more of your hard-earned money back in your pocket, and we're doing it well ahead of schedule. And here's the kicker. At a time when inflation is causing increases in the cost of everyday items, we are committed to getting this money to you as quickly as possible. Mike, you know that inflation we're experiencing because we gave everybody free checks? Here's a free check! Here's another free check!
We're gonna keep sending you free checks to help out with the inflation that's caused by the free... Jesus fucking
Here's
Christ.
A free fucking check, dude! Do you know that inflation that's killing your fucking pocketbook right now because we just handed out free checks like it was frickin' candy? Here's another fucking piece of candy, you stupid sheep. Oh my god. I've never received money and been more infuriated in my entire life, dude.
I know, yeah. I never got a check and wanted to punch somebody. What is going on?
Literally, I wanted to punch a hole in the fucking wall,
is he up for... And then I'll use your fucking money to repair it, asshole.
Yo, fuck your fucking check and goddamn it, fix the road. $750, dude. Fuck you. Fix the potholes in the fucking road, man. That went out to everybody, man. We can't afford that as a state.
$750 for everybody?
Oh no, Mike. No. If you're a joint tax filer, you got a $1,500 check.
Oof. I expect a good Christmas present, man. Jesus Christ.
Folks, the Dude Man podcast is upgrading their microphones. You heard it first. Upgrading the microphones.
Better sound next week.
All right. Get a new mixing board.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to buy that computer I've been talking about.
You hear, he's got to be up for re-election, right?
He's miserably losing in the polls.
In his re-election.
Yeah, right. He's up this year. He's toast.
You know what they did? They just signed in, I think it was Los Angeles or San Francisco.
What's that?
They extended the eviction moratorium for another year. Another 12 months.
Great.
People will not... There are people that have been living rent-free for over 2 years. And these landlords cannot kick them out.
Genius. Absolutely genius, man. I'm floored.
Yeah.
I got this check, and I was already steaming over this pile of fucking shit.
We do begin tonight with a major victory for President Biden and the Democrats. The Senate passage of a landmark $740 billion economic package. Vice President Harris was...
Yeah, Mike, let's spend more money. Let's just spend. Spend and give out money and spend.
In the chamber casting that deciding vote, 50 Democrats voting for, 50 Republicans voting against. After the vote, Harris called it a great day. President Biden praising Democrats. The scaled-down version of his original Build Back Better plan extends health benefits for seniors and raises the corporate tax rate. It includes the largest federal investment ever, nearly $370 billion to combat climate change. The measure now moves to the House, where swift passage is expected. ABC's White House correspondent Mary Alice Parks leads us off tonight.
The way they fucking throw out numbers,
I know,
like $750 billion. What?
Climate change.
Can I get a receipt?
Just a receipt,
get a
yeah.
receipt?
I just want to
bullshit it. You know, just put on there 40 billion labor, 700 billion parts. I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like, just give me something here to just justify $700 billion of fucking. I mean, every month, you guys, I look at the fucking money you're taking out of my paycheck, and then you're gonna fucking send more money into the economy.
Yeah.
My paycheck is worth less and less every week.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're going to make it worth even less using the money you took from my paycheck.
Right.
Like, you guys are just fucking me on both ends here.
Yes.
You're literally fucking me on both ends.
It's unreal.
I mean, yeah. You're using my money to fuck me.
Right. They just sent another 10, 40, whatever billion to Ukraine again, man.
What's 10 billion? You're gonna spend 750 on the fucking climate. We can't change the fucking climate, dude. Everybody is telling me how we saved the planet and we're gonna spend $700 billion. Nobody can tell me how. Nobody can tell me one thing we're doing
no
that's
plan.
actually gonna save this planet.
There's
no. Sorry, man. You're right. This is the most infuriating thing ever. The economy's dude. And you know what happened? You know what really happened? Everybody, they tried to spin this so hard. They even called it the Inflation Reduction.
That's
right,
dude. Just Patriot Act my ass already. I understand what you're doing here. Just shut up. Just call it the Rob You Blind Act. Just call it what it is.
It failed so bad. Everybody you talk to knows that this is not the answer to fixing the economy. I mean, what? I hate to cut it right to this main topic here. I think this was the reason the FBI raided Trump.
Dude.
I think FBI raid on Trump was a Hail Mary.
Yes.
Because, dude, they even went out there and they were like, oh, Joe Biden got a boost in the polls from this bill. And you're like, what? Dude, the boost was within the margin of error on your poll. That always leans 8 points to the left.
I know, dude.
Like, what are you guys talking about here, man?
The boost was just Rob Reiner pressing like 1 million times over and over again. That's all it was. Rob Reiner just jizzed his pants for 24 straight hours. Can we get medics to check on Rob Reiner? He may have had a cardiac arrest after the last 24 hours, honestly.
Yeah,
this guy.
Somebody needs to get him some moisturizing cream stat. He is chafing, dude. He was jerking off the entire time the FBI was at Mar-A-Lago, man. He was just fucking... He couldn't help it. He was so fucking... He was jerking off right onto his fucking tuna sandwiches and then shoving them down his fucking gullet. I'm telling you, man, nobody bought this fucking inflation bill, and the polls were not looking good. You're fucking, dude. You're 100 days out from a fucking midterm election. Your VP, her approval rating is around 7.
Yeah.
The only people that approve of her are the ones that you guys brought in this country and couldn't speak English well enough to read the fucking question. You know what I mean? Like...
Oh, it's so close to camel. How could you resist, man?
Oh, camel, see.
Camel,
good,
camel,
bueno,
good.
Bueno.
Yeah, bueno, sí. Mucho agua, sí.
How do you say hump in Spanish?
I can't even attempt.
Hump,
we shall be canceled. Goodbye, YouTube.
We gotta stop right there. Can't talk about her, dude. She's a black female. We can't talk about her.
We dabbled in this last episode. She has disappeared again.
They all disappeared, dude.
Every single one, you nailed it, dude. Each one is actually kind of gone. Did you see Biden? He couldn't put his jacket on.
Oh, dude,
it was like
I can't. That was so sad.
It's very sad, but I have to say,
dropped something.
He dropped his aviators, Mike. Come on, dude. His Joe Cool glasses.
Yeah, what is his aviator? Dude, I don't know if it was the aviators or the rusty knife off the rain barrel. I couldn't tell from the video.
You know what?
Just in case corn pop comes from out the bushes, you know.
Do you know what was so funny?
Always gotta have that rusty blade.
I really don't understand why that was like the rusty blade, corn pop.
Well, I'm obsessed with it because it was the most craziest story.
I'm saying I don't understand how that could be a story that's so crazy. He recently told a couple oddball stories about his dad or his grandpa serving in like World War I or something. It like never happened. He has no idea what's going on, man. It's crazy.
Dude, he has no idea. Have you seen the clips going around of when he tried to run for president the first time? Dude, he bragged about being the only kid at his law school with a fucking full scholarship. Wasn't true. He talked about graduating first in his class. Wasn't true. Dude.
He's Scranton Joe. Scranton Joe, dude. Come on. It's just like you. Sitting around the table talking about gas prices. Come on, man. Scranton Joe.
That's so funny.
Come on, Jack.
You know, when you're 6 years old, you talk to your dad about gas prices because that's what all the kids like to talk about. You know?
That's right. Oh, man.
I talk about gas prices with my dad now because I'm fucking 35. We're both driving. You know what I mean? Like,
that's right.
We never talked about it when I was a kid. It's like the fucking math and fractions, dude. I don't know what the fuck you talked about.
They're pretty screwed, aren't they, in the midterms? You're right. This is
That's why they had to do this. Dude, this Trump is a hail. Dude, Jan 6 failed. The committee, you got nothing on him. What do you got on this guy? You know what the craziest part is?
No.
There's like speculation that this might have to do with the case going on in Georgia. So, like, dude, they're throwing every Hail Mary they can. You know what I mean? This isn't even, like... I don't even think... Like, this has nothing to do with Jan 6th, is my point.
You're saying this raid is about Georgia recounts?
No, there's a... I think he was indicted. Or they're going to indict him.
Over, like, business dealings?
I'm too drunk. No, remember when he called the dude in Georgia and he was like, you need to find me 10,000 votes?
That's... Wow. You know what's funny is I always thought that it was a funny story, a strange story to plant. It was a bizarrely planted story in real time, right? When you kind of look back on it, like... It was such a specific... anecdotal thing. It didn't
right.
really make sense. And then now it comes back in this way. There's a lot of weird moments like that where you could see how the Democrats or even some Republicans, rhinos, if you will, they were kind of pivoting against Trump to stop him in the future from running. It's really weird. They're obsessed with not letting him run in 2024. They know he's going to dominate them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really believe that. I think people are just totally exhausted. I think they miss mean tweets.
I don't know, man. Okay. So your game plan here is to make it so that he can't even run. All right, fine. You know, I just heard today though that there was already a case that went up to the it went all the way up to the Supreme Court, and it was I can't think of the guy's name. They were just talking about today, dude. He like started his campaign for a Senate seat while in prison.
Wow.
And I guess it went all the way up to the Supreme Court, and what the Supreme Court ruled was the only all the disqualifications and requirements for presidency are laid out in the Constitution. Right? Which is that, the 35, got him naturally born, all that.
Right.
And so, like, even if pretty much they were saying, even if you go through with all of this, he could technically still run.
You mean even if they go and arrest Trump, right?
Yeah.
He can come out of prison and run for president?
Because that would go they would go to the Supreme Court.
Have you been following the last, news cycle since this raid happened? I mean, I feel like this almost pissed off people on the left even. Honestly, I think this really crossed.
Yeah, dude.
I think this went both ways, and people were like, "Whoa, whoa!"
It's a little disgusting.
Yeah, it's guys disgusting. You're persecuting a political rival here. This is really dangerous.
You know what I was very shocked to hear on all the very liberal media today?
I can't wait to hear that.
Like, all the podcasters brought on their expert, you know what I mean? Amy Goodman was so happy. So happy.
No.
John, what do you think they're going to find in Mar-a-Lago? Do you think there's going to be enough to indict him?
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And almost every one of them, like, actually said, like, they better find something. Because this never happened before. And you better have had a very good reason to go in. And you better have something now. Otherwise, like you just said, dude,
well, they did, did you...
You have to give Trump credit. He never went after all the lock her up rhetoric.
Right.
He never went after Hillary Clinton. And
True.
They had evidence that she had classified information.
Absolutely.
They never raided her home. Dude, after she lost, she was able to just disappear into the woods with her fucking grandkids and everything. You know what I mean? And like,
yeah,
going after the former, you just set a terrible precedent now. So what's gonna happen now? Trump's gonna win. Now we're gonna raid Hunter's home. You know what I mean? And now it's just gonna be this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now it's gonna be this game of just whoever wins election. Now this is terrible.
It really is. I got a quick clip.
All
if
I'm
you
saying
hear
is
it.
you better have something. And what worries me is nobody came out today with like real information. Nobody even really knows why they went in.
It's out now. They went in because he allegedly
the 15 boxes.
He took documents that allegedly were classified. Okay, this is allegedly,
right.
And here I have. So we just don't sound like we're pulling it out of our ass. This is what happened here.
Yeah,
it's a quick one. Yeah, just so we can have a little ground on it.
Yeah.
Right now at 9, breaking news. The FBI has executed a search of former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home in Palm Beach, Florida.
The investigation tied to materials Trump allegedly took from Washington, D.C. after his presidency concluded.
Natalie Bomke live with what the former president is saying about it tonight. Natalie.
The former president was in New York when this all unfolded. Early this morning, he was spotted leaving Trump Tower after the raid. He released a statement saying that his Palm Beach home was, quote, under siege, raided and occupied by a large group of FBI agents. He did not detail why the raid might have taken place, only calling it an act of, quote, political persecution.
Absolutely.
And an attack by radical left
100%.
Democrats who don't want him to run in 2024. Take a look at these photos that appear to show FBI agents at the gate.
It's just pictures of the front. They made it seem like it was like the OJ murder scene. It's like, there's really it's like some golf carts in like a bunch of like lights. It was
Gates of Mar-a-Lago.
So
Sources
lame.
telling Fox News tonight those agents were looking for classified material, taking 15 boxes. This happening after the matter was referred to the Justice Department by the National Archives and Records Administration.
To have
Oh,
30 FBI agents, actually more than that, descend on Mar-A-Lago, give absolutely...
This is someone we made fun of last episode, Mike. This is Eric. Eric Trump.
Oh,
Eric.
huh?
He's out there. He's talking, man. Eric.
I thought sounding good, Eric.
I thought you'd like to hear a little confident Eric. Here
You know,
I haven't heard him in a long time.
Dude, it's always Don Jr. Here's a little Eric for you. Yeah. Get out there.
Go through the gate, start ransacking an office, ransacking a closet. You know, they broke into a safe. He didn't even have anything in the safe. I mean, give me a break. And this is coming from what? The National Archives?
That's why they don't bring out Eric very often. I don't
Yeah, you got once he got to all those S's and all those words. That's a lot of S words, buddy. And it hurts. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Don Jr.
He is no Don
The New York
Jr.
Times is reporting this is not connected to the investigation of the Trump administration's attempt to undo the results of the 2020 election or the January 6th Capitol riots.
It is.
We'll have more on this coming up for you at 9:30.
I can't wait. Thank you for that lovely report. All right.
Oh yeah. So I don't know, man. It seems like a distraction.
Big time.
Dude, that's it. Nobody's talking about anything else right now.
Very true. Very true.
Right?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's very infuriating that this happened. I feel like there should be some sort of, I don't know. I feel like there's nothing I guess we could do, right? Nobody can do anything about it.
But it's scary, dude. The Obama spying on Trump and then Biden doing this. I don't care what anybody says. It has nothing to do with left or right. This seems scarier than January 6th.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Absolutely.
I think what's going on here is not necessarily them going after Trump or but what they're doing is very this is more dangerous to democracy than anything Trump ever did.
Absolutely, Mike. When you are taking out a political rival who could beat you in an upcoming election, this looks like to me like they're solidifying their coup d'état that they started in 2020 with the COVID-19 pandemic. Maybe I'm wrong.
Could be, man. Because you're literally using the FBI now, which is
Well, you now have you have media, FBI, Congress, Senate. This is scary.
Yeah. So who can you trust now?
Who's on the side of the people?
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. Is this really what the people want?
Right.
And you know what? I think this was a big failure. This was a big flop too, because they're saying Biden didn't even know. Oh, we had no idea.
Well, Mike, I don't think Biden has any idea what's going on.
Yeah.
The guy, I mean, come on. The jacket was shocking. I was like, man, that guy is... When I first saw it tweeted, I dismissed it. I was like, I don't know. And then I watched. I was like, whoa, he's really struggling with that jacket. The jacket beat him. That's what happened. And then
that wasn't the jacket. What you witnessed there was the leader of the free world losing a battle against a light breeze. He lost the battle against that light breeze that kept blowing his jacket just out of arm's reach. Did you see, he even tried to turn, and he turned the wrong way. It just made it worse.
No, it was so comical. It was like out of a cartoon, dude. It was Oh, man. It was so sad. It's pathetic looking. It's a terrible look for this country.
And then they made him. Then they tried to make memes of him where he's like the Dark Knight.
Yeah, wait, what was that?
The Dark Knight.
I could not understand that. The Dark Brandon? Did they embrace Brandon?
Dude, so the funniest part is I heard one guy explain it. They literally had to bring on the nerdiest guy in the world to explain this. So Dark Brandon apparently comes from there used to be a thing that was Dark MAGA.
Oh my god, dude! The Their words.
Apparently, dark MAGA.
I just can't. There's so much language.
Oh, I know. Because you know how there's like the dark web that you don't see, right?
Okay.
So apparently,
or dark
MAGA.
matter.
This was like. So there was like MAGA, right?
Right.
Me and you, Frank, we're MAGA. You know, in our life we voted every which way, Republican, Democrat. You know, but right now we're kind of leaning MAGA, right?
I like to make America giggity again. That's my thing. So.
Oh, that's a great line.
But I'm into it.
Great. That's great. So we're MAGA. We'd be considered in the MAGA crowd. We're acceptable.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? But then there's like the web you don't see, the dark web you don't see. Those are the guys that are actually like running the show and pushing the agenda.
Ooh,
and,
Q?
You know, it's the dark. Yeah, it's
Oh,
the dark.
oh
the dark
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
But then apparently that was like a take on that. So now you have Dark Brandon, and he is. Yeah, they just proved the left can't meme,
dude. I'm not kidding. I was just thinking about that. Oh my god!
I see 100 memes from the right every day. Nobody has to explain them to me. I just look at them and they're funny. You know.
Oh my god! You're killing me with this.
You made one. You literally just took a picture of 2 FBI agents.
Yeah, that's right.
Cut off their heads and swapped them out with Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton.
Do you know why?
Gee, that's so fucking funny.
You have to know why, Mike. You got to be down in the queue to know what's up with this, man.
Why?
The judge.
Because of the judge that signed that warrant. Yeah.
The judge in Florida who signed the warrant to okay this raid got the okay directly from Barack and Hillary Clinton. True story. Or maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, I like good folklore. No, Barack and Hillary, I believe, okayed this deal. I'm telling you.
No, but what the judge was something crazy. It has a crazy connection to like Epstein, right?
Yes, the judge is connected to the Epstein case, yeah. And in fact, he may have even been like Epstein's lawyer, or yeah, he did something with the Epstein situation. This whole thing is filthy. It's so thick in conspiracy. It has all the elements, man. Like Epstein, the Clintons. Like, this is so gross, dude.
Donald Trump, if they ever lock you in a cell, you need to insist you install your own cameras.
Oh my god. Are you kidding me? He'd have a gold toilet installed. He can't have the normal toilets. He needs the gold.
Yeah, they can't lock him up. Dude, this is insane, though.
What crime did he commit? I'm really perplexed by this whole scenario, honestly.
Dude, that's what I mean. This can't be some bullshit where, like, Robert Mueller just, like, disappeared into the night.
That's right.
No. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You fucking raided this guy's home. Dude, you better come out with something, man.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well,
you better have something.
They found that safe. Did you hear about the safe?
Yeah.
And
there's nothing in it.
No, there was one thing inside there.
President Joe Biden announcing that.
Oh, it was the wrong one. Damn it. Oh, I almost had it, Mike. This one's for you.
The pandemic has put on hold.
Get out of here!
Around the world.
They found Zelensky.
Zelensky! He was in the safe the whole time.
He was in the safe.
Woo!
Trump paid him $1 billion to get in the safe.
Zelensky. How does he end up on TV in the safe? He's at Mar-a-Lago, then he's in Poland. It's unbelievable.
Hey, did you see that actress? Did you see that actress that just went over there? Yeah, nobody else did. Nobody fucking cared.
Holy shit. Dude, I did, and I literally, you're killing me right now. Oh my god. That's so funny.
Nobody cared.
Dude.
Nobody cared. Everybody remembers Ben Stiller. Why? Nothing was going on. Right now, nobody knows who fucking went over. And he literally thanked her. Dude,
who was it, man?
It was the redheaded chick. She's really hot.
It was really Bryce Dallas Howard? No. Jessica Chastain, I believe.
Yeah, Chastain.
Is that right? Am I right about that? Wow, that's so funny.
Yeah.
You know what? I saw it, and I love ripping on Z sleeves and any celebrity who goes there, but I saw Jessica Chastain. I was like, meh.
Why is he like? What are you doing? You're still being. He told her, "Oh, thank you for keeping this relative." Dude, nobody cares.
Wow.
Nobody cares.
Wow, that just says it right there. The whole reason they're sending celebrities is to make it newsworthy.
Keep it in the mind.
Get a little headline.
Yeah, I think he said thank you for keeping it in the minds of Americans.
Man, he's doing it all wrong. Why don't they get Lizzo over there? Send over Lizzo.
Frank, their infrastructure's been, it's a little iffy. You
That's
can't
right.
a woman of that.
There's no way
that mass.
You saying the roads and bridges weren't designed for Lizzo and her big girls?
Man. These buildings have been taking a beating. We cannot guarantee they can handle that kind of weight,
Before Lizzo, we knew peace. Now, we have no roads, no bridges, no peace. Too much Lizzo.
Bridges.
You send Lizzo, why? We need money for peace.
We kill Lizzo. We feed 3 million Ukraine.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a big girl, man. You need some American engineers,
Oh, that's
to build
incredible.
structures that can hold that, Lizzo's got to be like 6 Ukrainians, like mass-wise, like pure mass-wise.
I was just thinking about how you don't see a lot of enormous, like obese Ukrainians over there when you see these images, right, of the war over there.
Yeah, no.
There's something going
Not
on.
like Lizzo.
Something up in the food here, man. I've been really thinking a lot about the processed food that's going on and how
it's the quantity.
There's something up, man, where I don't know, dude. People aren't eating properly or too much. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's too much quantity. Or
no, you're right. Not enough whole foods and just too much.
I don't know what's happening, man, but the food quality has gone down all around. Like, it's hard to explain, but you know what I mean? Like the processed kind of food, like even like the fast food stuff is it's shrunken, right? Like I was holding the last time I had, what was it? A quarter pounder with cheese. I looked at Emma. I'm like, I feel like I'm Shaq holding a Big Mac. You know what I mean? Like,
they're pretty.
No way, dude. The quarter pounder is like what a kid's cheeseburger in the kid meal was like 20 years ago. I swear on my life, dude.
Now you're exaggerating.
No way, dude. I was holding it in my hand. Dude, I'm not a large man. My hands are by no means enormous.
I think the only difference is now the quarter pounder. It's a quarter pounder like.
They
frozen.
Shrunk all elements of the fast food. I'm telling you because I hit these places up, from time to time, right? And so I don't know, you know what I mean? If you're frequently going to a place, you can't really notice the slight changes in things. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then if you like dip in and out of a place every once in a while, and then a few years later, and it's been a long time, and like you get that, like I said, like the quarter pounder, you're like, ew, what? Did I accidentally order a cheeseburger? Like what? What am I holding? What the hell happened to your sizes?
Maybe you're just getting fatter, man. Now you're like, damn, now I need a double.
Oh, you're right. Oh my God, they got me in there.
They got you, dude.
Oh no.
You're like, what's with these fries? Can I get a supersize? What's going on here?
I'm onto something. It's all smaller. I'm telling you.
I don't know. It's still too much. I'm telling you right now. You go to like anywhere else in the world, the food portions are not what they are here.
Oh, dude, you go to the restaurants here, like actual restaurants, man, they are piling. They could save so much in food costs honestly, if they just cut all portions in half.
Yeah. Well, you know what somebody brought up to me the other day, which I realized I never noticed?
What's that?
You know at 7-Eleven, the hot dog, the big one used to be the big bite because it was the bigger hot dog, right?
Takes a bigger bite. Absolutely.
Dude, you know there's no little hot dog anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, go to 7-Eleven, dude. There's no little hot dog. It's literally just the big hot dogs now.
I'm not sure how this connects, but I feel like it has something to do with the fact that they changed the average size of the male penis to make the guys with the smaller penis feel better. There's some inferiority complex going on here. I can't put my finger on it, but I feel like that's what happened with these hot dogs at 7-Eleven, dude. There's a connection here.
Could be.
There's something culturally going on here. I'm pretty certain of it.